Welcome back to CBS News election headquarters in New York. It is 7:30 p.m. in the East, and polls have just closed in 3 more states, including one of the 7 key battleground states we are laser focused on. You can see them all right here in purple. In North Carolina, just closed, CBS News characterizes this race as a toss-up. In Georgia, which closed half an hour ago, CBS also characterizes this race as a toss-up. There's just too many votes still not in yet. Let's take a look at some of the other polls that just closed. We have new results to share as well. In West Virginia, CBS News projects Donald Trump wins. The former president won the state in 2020 easily, winning every county in the states, and he has won again this year. In Ohio, CBS News characterizes Ohio as lean Republican. Remember, Ohio was once a battleground, but it has shifted right over the last few election cycles. Now let's take a look at Indiana. CBS News projects Donald Trump will win the Hoosier state. Remember, that was home to his Vice President Mike Pence. And in the all-important race to 270 electoral votes, Donald Trump currently has 23, and Kamala Harris has 3. As you can see, the night is young. Want to check in with Major Garrett and Anthony Salvanto at the CBS News data desk, because as those votes come in, want to know what you're seeing in Georgia.
Hey there, Nora. So just a handful of votes, 8% in. We expect obviously over 5 million here. And you can see on the map, the counties in red are starting to report, but a lot of gray. That means we haven't gotten reports yet. I want to tell everybody why it's going to need some patience tonight. And I'm going to rewind the clock a little bit. I'm going to show you the 2020 presidential race in Georgia, but then I'm going to take you back to 8 p.m. on election night in 2020, and you see a similar pattern, right? A handful of red Republican counties had reported at that point, and still a lot of gray. So it's kind of deja vu all over again. But what happens was when we get to the end, then we fill in the whole map and we find out who won. So we're going to need some patience there in Georgia. Now, I'm going to take you to North Carolina, where we're going to start getting results in soon. But again, and Major's going to show you here why we're also going to compare this to 2020. Major?
That's right. So in North Carolina, there's some very vital areas for President Trump. All of these suburbs around Charlotte and southern Raleigh, all very important. High concentrations of exurban and suburban voters where he did very well in 2020. To contrast that, I want to show you what's very important to Vice President Harris's campaign. Raleigh, Durham, Winston-Salem, Asheville, and Charlotte. High concentrations of urban and suburban voters. All 4 of those areas have seen a population gain since 2020. Much of North Carolina's outcome will be determined right around those 4 cities and the surrounding suburbs.
In fact, I'm going to tilt this on its axis, too, and you're going to see those higher bars where that population growth has happened and where Democrats need to run up big margins.
Really interesting to see those early numbers. We'll be watching very, very closely. Anthony and Major, thank you.